The closing night of BTS's world tour in Arlington, Texas, suddenly turned into a sea of hysteria and, at the same time, a silent witness to the collapse of Jimin and Jungkook's emotional defenses on a grand stage watched by millions of eyes. Amid dramatic lighting and a sea of army bomb lights, a natural, unscripted interaction suddenly unfolded when Jimin spontaneously walked toward Jungkook, who was performing his main vocal part, and began mimicking his small choreography with a genuine smile. Jungkook immediately responded with a warm gaze filled with deep affection and respect. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. The second night of BTS's world tour finale in Arlington, Texas, left a profound emotional mark on the hearts of millions of ARMY around the world. The stadium that night was filled with a warm sea of shimmering ARMY bomb lights, creating a magical atmosphere that welcomed the members' spectacular performance. Amid the grandeur of the stage setup and dramatic spotlights, the audience's attention was instantly drawn to a sweet interaction between two members known for their incredible chemistry, Jimin and Jungkook. The most memorable and emotional moment unfolded when the two were on the main stage performing a highly emotional song. At that moment, Jungkook, who was delivering his main vocal part, appeared deeply immersed in every lyric, showcasing his captivating and steady vocals. Unexpectedly, Jimin, who was standing at the side of the stage, slowly walked toward Jungkook with a warm smile on his face. With a genuinely affectionate gesture, Jimin began following the small choreography movements Jungkook was spontaneously doing on stage. The movements were not merely ordinary dancing, but rather a meaningful expression of moral support and togetherness amid the exhaustion of a long tour. Jungkook, realizing that Jimin was standing beside him, immediately turned toward him and briefly stopped his choreography. Jungkook's reaction upon seeing Jimin imitate his movements was clearly captured by the professional stage cameras and displayed on the stadium's giant screens. Rather than appearing bothered, Jungkook instantly broke into a wide smile, radiating pure happiness that spread throughout the entire stadium. Jungkook's gaze toward Jimin was filled with warmth, respect, and deep affection for his close young. His visibly touched expression made thousands of fans in the front rows feel the warmth of their friendship as well. Many ARMY members at the venue immediately screamed hysterically, overwhelmed with emotion as they witnessed the spontaneous, unscripted interaction. The atmosphere inside the stadium transformed into a sea of emotion, with the cheers gradually giving way to a moment of awe and admiration for their close bond. This brief yet meaningful moment quickly spread across various social media platforms after the concert ended. Hashtags related to Arlington Night 2 immediately dominated global trending topics on Twitter, now known as X, within minutes. The reason this particular moment became such a hot topic was the genuine emotion radiating from both of them. In an entertainment industry filled with pressure and demanding standards of perfection, their interaction became a symbol of sincere friendship. Fans and music observers analyzed Jimin's gesture as a reflection of the emotional support they provide each other on stage. Every world tour requires peak physical stamina, and having a fellow member who can offer mutual encouragement becomes one of the greatest sources of energy for the BTS members. Fans' reactions on social media varied from tears of happiness to lengthy reflections on Jimin and Jungkook's friendship throughout the years. Many ARMY wrote that the moment reminded them of BTS's early debut days, when the two members were always there for each other. Comments filled with love-flooded video posts capturing the exact moment Jungkook sweetly smiled after seeing Jimin imitate him. Discussions among international fan communities highlighted how their dynamic had evolved from their trainee days to becoming global stars. International entertainment media also highlighted the Arlington Night 2 moment as one of the major highlights of BTS's world tour. Special articles were published examining why such a simple interaction between Jimin and Jungkook was capable of touching the hearts of millions. For both new and longtime fans, the moment reinforced why BTS shares such a powerful bond with their supporters. The sincerity of their emotions on stage demonstrated that behind their commercial success, they remain human beings who genuinely care for one another. The concert promoters in Arlington also reportedly noted a significant increase in digital engagement following the event due to the viral video clips. The impact of the moment extended far beyond geographical boundaries, bringing ARMY from different time zones together in the same wave of emotion. The incident not only enriched the narrative of the concert tour, but also created a small piece of history in the collective memory of devoted BTS fans. Every detail from the second night in Arlington is now remembered as one of the most emotional chapters in the journey of the global hit-making group. As the concert drew to a close, the atmosphere became even more poignant as the two members expressed their gratitude to everyone who had filled the stadium. Jimin and Jungkook's closing messages conveyed their deep appreciation for ARMY, who have remained faithfully by their side through both the good times and the difficult moments. The second night of the Arlington concert officially came to a close with a shower of golden confetti and warm waves from all the BTS members. The sweet memory of Jungkook's smile and Jimin's sincerity will continue to live in the hearts of everyone fortunate enough to witness it, whether in person or through their screens. Tears could be seen welling up in Jimin's eyes as the stage lights slowly dimmed, signaling the final moments of their performance. Amid the emotional silence that swept through the entire stadium, Jungkook suddenly stepped toward Jimin and immediately pulled his hyung into a tight, deeply meaningful embrace. The warm hug seemed to represent the culmination of all the exhaustion, longing, and years of hardship they had endured together throughout their grueling world tour. The sound of restrained sobs from several fans in the front rows could be heard clearly amid the thunderous applause that echoed throughout the venue. Jimin, who had initially been smiling widely, slowly buried his face in Jungkook's shoulder, allowing the emotions he had been holding back to spill out freely on the grand stage. Jungkook, meanwhile, gently rubbed Jimin's back, offering him a sense of comfort amid the thousands of eyes watching the intimate moment. The dramatic display of friendship transformed the stadium's atmosphere into a profound sea of emotional tears. The other BTS members, watching from the side of the stage, also smiled emotionally, realizing the depth of the special bond shared by the two youngest and closest members of the group. Online, clips of the dramatic embrace immediately sparked an emotional wave of discussion, with millions of viewers posting their reactions and saying they felt both heartbroken and incredibly happy at the same time. Many fans wrote that the Arlington Night 2 moment felt incredibly cinematic, as though fate itself had orchestrated it specifically to test the emotional strength of ARMY. The intensity of the emotions radiating from their interaction that night demonstrated that the brotherly bond among BTS members goes far beyond the boundaries of professional stage relationships. The sincere and seemingly spontaneous display of affection in front of tens of thousands of spectators successfully cemented the second night in Arlington as one of the most memorable concerts of the decade. When all the BTS members finally bowed together as a final gesture of respect to their fans, Jimin and Jungkook were still holding each other's hands tightly. That hand clasp, filled with a message of unity and everlasting love, became the perfect ending to a night that would forever be etched into the history of music. The final reflection of the stadium's main spotlight suddenly gave way to a magical silence that spread through every corner of the audience stands. Stage staff could be seen standing motionless behind the curtains, also swept up in the extraordinary wave of emotion that Jimin and Jungkook had just left behind on stage. Backstage, the atmosphere immediately shifted into a profound silence filled with relief and emotion after the arena's massive closing curtain was finally lowered. Tour managers and production crew members were seen exchanging astonished looks, realizing that what had just happened on stage was not merely an ordinary musical performance, but an emotional event that seemed to transcend the boundaries of a typical stage production. Jimin, stepping down from the stage with his breathing still heavy, appeared to wipe away the remaining tears with the sleeve of his shimmering stage jacket. Jungkook, walking directly behind him, quickly followed and wrapped an arm firmly around Jimin's shoulders while whispering reassuring words that brought another smile to his hyung's face despite the physical exhaustion weighing on him. News of the emotional moments behind the scenes gradually began circulating through limited posts shared by staff members working in the Arlington backstage area. Stories about the solemn atmosphere after the concert ended only intensified the curiosity and emotions of millions of fans who continued monitoring updates online. Until dawn broke over the city of Arlington, discussions about Jimin and Jungkook's magical moment remained at the top of various global discussion forums. Their seemingly profound bond brought the second night of the world tour to an unforgettable conclusion, leaving behind a living legend about the meaning of genuine friendship in the history of the modern music industry. The closing night of BTS's world tour in Arlington, Texas, suddenly turned into a sea of hysteria and, at the same time, a silent witness to the collapse of Jimin and Jungkook's emotional defenses on a grand stage watched by millions of eyes. Amid dramatic lighting and a sea of army bomb lights, a natural, unscripted interaction suddenly unfolded when Jimin spontaneously walked toward Jungkook, who was performing his main vocal part, and began mimicking his small choreography with a genuine smile. Jungkook immediately responded with a warm gaze filled with deep affection and respect. Welcome to Jimin Gallery, the home for Park Jimin fans who want to discover all the latest news, interesting facts, and stories behind the world's spotlight on Jimin. The second night of BTS's world tour finale in Arlington, Texas, left